So, another namaskara. Myself, Dr. Sharat Kumar YH, Head of Information Science Engineering and Data Science. So, today, what my plan is to teach or discuss or give an introduction to principles of programming of POP. So, principles of programming 103 or 203. So 103 or 203, it is a course for first year defined for all the branches, which is defined for all the branches of engineering. So POP, principles of programming, especially C programming, especially the C programming is introduced for all the branches to learn. So first my way of discussion goes for, so why you require programming, especially principles of programming, it's C programming. What is motivation to be adopted to learn principles of programming? So why it is required, where it is useful, and what are the syllabus contents, what are the objectives or this particular course has. That has to be, we are discussing in this entire discussion of what we have this particular recording of video. Okay. So here are the principles of programming. So principles. So what are the principles you need to follow in programming? So while writing programming, okay, commonly we follow the principles like. So always in programming we have, as you see, we have C programming, we have Python programming, we have Java, and all these programming languages is getting a huge number of lines, a huge number of applications it has. Okay. So here the principles need to be adopted for each programming is this program is to be very small and smart enough. Small and smart enough. So small is it's supposed to be simple as possible to which user can understand or clients can understand, and where this particular smart enough to understand easily by clients itself. Okay, that is the first aim of this particular principles that are going to be adopted. And we always try to use the word, for example, integer. So integer is defined with a variable. Defined with a variable. Okay. So here I added a comment. So comment that. So this line defines. This line defines. So this line defines the integer with a variable called a. So I am commenting this line. So this makes us to understand very easily about what the coding is. That is one of the part of this principles of programming. Okay. So first one is smart. So very smart and small enough to understand. Second one is put a comment for wherever we write a code so that it's understand by our way or if I open again, for example, a program today to learn, so it's very easy to understand because of these comments. Okay, so that is what the principle of programming principles need to be adapted for any programming language. Okay, next one is some of the objectives of this course. So how it thinks is what objectives you are going to learn in this particular principles of programming. Okay, principles of programming. Okay, here the first thing we are going to learn is architecture of and computer architecture and basics of C programming. So architecture of computer, and you are going to learn the basics started with programming. That is the first objective you are going to learn in this particular course called POP, Principles of Programming. So first is objective is what is computer, architecture of computer, classification of computer, and basics of computer. Okay. The first thing is, as you know, what is computer? It's a very question that comes around. So what is computer? So computer is an electronic device. It's an electronic device, right? So it's a basic terms, electronic device that is times. That's what the computer is. Then classification of computer like supercomputer, mainframe. So all these computers are like classification with the basic nowadays laptops. Okay. So tab. So everything comes with a classification of computer. Okay, classification of computer it has. Okay, so we learn computers. So what is computer? Classification of computer. So advance of computer, technology of what recent technology the computer is going about. So that we discuss in the first objective. or the first objective of your principles of programming. Okay. So here will also we learn the basics of programming. So basics of programming, how the structure of C programming tasks like preprocessor header files. So header files. Then we have what you call as main function. So declaration of variables and close. So this is what we discuss as a basic part of C programming, the block diagram entire of C programming that we discuss. Okay, this is what they started with as objective part of requirement. Okay, so this is what we learn is things with the basics like, so we define the different data types, that is integer, float, okay, double, character. So different data types we are going to learn. So data types is required for to define the variables. Without data types we cannot able to make the function to understand what it is. Okay. So here different data types with different variables like integer with the a, where a is can be defined at a is equal to 10. Where 10 is a constant that we are going to assign for a variable called a. Okay. Then we will discuss about float. Float may be decimal value. For example, 10.2. Okay. So then we have a double. Characters go for string. So string is defined with hello. We define it hello. Okay. So all this comes with the data type, variables, and assign some values with a constant or integer. Okay. It comes with the float. Comes with a string value. So this is what we learn in the first objective of your course. Alright, first module itself I can define. The first module contains the basics, architecture of computer and classification of computer and technology of computers, and with the basics of C programming, like what we do in preprocessor, directories or a header files or a main function, and different data types, variables, and constant values. So this is what the objective of first learn. Okay. So here, other thing I want to discuss is why it is required. See, second objective I am talking about the applications, because any application, we have a lot of real-time applications going on. Maybe face recognition is one of the applications that we can solve using programming language. Any of the real-time problems can be solved very easily using programming languages, like programming languages. So C is another type of language that come to mind of solving a real-time problems. Especially when I started programming, initially what we done or BE or MTech, we started the C programming. So why then we start the C programming? Because C, which makes us to learn the programming very easily compared to all other languages. The way of defining the syntax is basic requirement for any programming departments to be adopted. The way of the other programming languages completely can be learned using C programming. Okay, once you learn C programming, it's easy to learn Java or easy to learn Python because of the way of syntax, the way of the entire C program is defined. It's covered most of the parts, entire the area of the programming is such an easy way to understand. It may be like simple defining the basics, or it may be functions, or it may be loops, or it may be structures, arrays, pointers. So everything comes with what you call as this particular program is defined with. So as you see, the program is more important, more required. So for example, computer science, information science, computer science with IoT, computer science with the AML, computer science with the data science, computer engineering. So all these courses are required this programming language. To solve any problem, for example, we work on face recognition, we work on classification of leaf classification, we work on various recognition of various objects in the real time. Okay, so IoT based we need to work various projects for sensor based. Everywhere we go for working easily with C programming. So initially C programming we were writing an entire code of 1,000 lines. Nowadays we have come with the functions for that. So the basic architecture of writing such a wonderful program 1,000 lines really makes us a beautiful programmer. Especially branches like what I defined with the CS branches is required programming. So if they initially start learning the programming, later on easy to them to learn in third semester, like algorithms is easy to learn, data structures is easy to learn, DBMS is made easy to learn. Okay, then they go with what you call as machine learning. Again, machine learning can be easy to learn with, can be solved all about machine learning with using C programming. So if you learn programming, or especially C programming, it is easy to make other programming languages to be very easy to learn because of the way of the structure defined with the C programming. Okay, so if I tell best example, computer science departments, especially computer science departments, what are the different computer science stream has? They must learn programming. They must learn programming. It is like having a food or having a beautiful lunch without sambar. Having a beautiful lunch without a sambar. Okay, so such a way that programming is required for these all related computer science branches. So sambar is required. It very much very required. Like that, the computer science branches required programming. They required the programming. Okay, so such a way they define, such a way the structure is defined, easy to understand how the programmers, how it can be. So other branches like EC, they must learn programming. Electronics and communication department, they must start programming because again to solve the application like signal processing, especially signal processing with image processing that comes with. So they really required what you call a C programming. So you can solve C programming. If you know the C programming, you can easily analyze the image using MATLAB or what you call as Python. Because of basic programming called C programming. Okay. If I go for mechanical and civil engineering departments, where the most of the applications like soil classification, like 3D printing, they require C programming to classify, to analysis with a different beautiful logic that comes with the C programming. Okay, so that's what the motivation for them also. If they learn this one, they can solve a number of problems in different departments like mechanical, civil, or electronics department. Still, we work with the electronics department regarding image processing, machine learning, data analytics. So we work with this particular different branches to collaborate because of this programming. So programming makes us to collaborate with the particular departments and make them to learn or make them to design such a logic that can be done with what you call as this particular programming. This programming makes us to be a bridge between the departments. Okay, that's what they are. As I told, electronics we learn. So mechanical we go for 3D printing. So you want to design a classification algorithm. So define classification algorithm. This is the best possibility where we can define the programming. So C programming gives a lot of idea to design such a wonderful classification algorithms. Okay, if I go for a civil department, so like soil classification or a rock classification, again that can be done analysis. We can do analysis using what you call as the programming again. The programming makes us to analyze the soil data, or soil images, or what you call rock images, or rock data can be a very easy analysis using this particular programming. So programming makes us easier to solve a problem. Especially real-time problems can be very easily we can solve using programming. So C programming is a base for such a design, such a logic, as such a wonderful, entire solution for a problem using this particular programming. So this particular programming is basically with the C programming, it helps us to solve, as I told, help us to solve a lot of real-time problems with giving beautiful solution, especially the time sense, maybe the time or maybe space. So everything is easily possible using programming. Okay, so C programming is basically give an idea for next, coming different programming languages that we want to learn. So C, for example, if I give the best example, so when I started with the C programming, initially was doing the B, started the C programming, later part we all learned with a little bit Java. Okay. Afterwards, C, we started to learn C++, as you know, as an increment of C, C++. Then we come with Java. So we learned Java. So when we learned Java, almost we completed our MTech, and we were doing a lot of things as of applications, solving various machine learning problems, or various real-time problems using computer science. Okay. So then I started with what you call as MATLAB. I learned MATLAB. So MATLAB went well with the matrix laboratory. So to learn MATLAB, I was doing C because of the I know C, the MATLAB became easy for me. Okay, so MATLAB is easy because of I know C programming. Okay, then I thought of after MATLAB I go for R language or OpenCV. So again I started learning programming OpenCV because I know Java. So I know Java, and before that I know C programming. So C knows, so because of C, Java become easy. Because of Java, the OpenCV become easy. See this one. So directly if I go for OpenCV, it's really suffering for to learn. Because suddenly I need to get new syntax, new variables, new things that I need to generate, like different loops or different things that I need to generate. It's very difficult for any programmer to directly go for, like OpenCV. That's what we want to see after Java, after OpenCV. So then I started with the Python. So Python comes with the different packages especially, okay, for solving most of the problem database, machine learning, so deep learning, so data analytics. It makes easy for us to do a lot of things because of a lot of packages as I told. Okay, so then we started to learn Python, almost come with 2023 now. So now there's new language coming, Scala. Okay, see this one. So now Scala, so I become 40 now to learn Scala. So Scala, before that Python, before that OpenCV, before that we are learning Java, C++, C. So see the history of things that's going on. As the age goes, as the computer science is going, technology is growing day by day. Our age is coming up because our university it's not easy to be a computer science teacher, it's very difficult because as I told, the way of the programming language is growing up. Okay, we need to adapt, we need to learn. We need to adapt, we need to learn for various applications to be solved. Okay, so for all these applications, what I'm speaking is the boss is C programming. Okay, so C programming that makes us to learn all these languages very easily because of, again as I told, this boss is C programming. Okay, so that's what the first objective what I discuss. What I discuss is, so basics of computer, as I told, computer is electronic device. So with the input devices, output devices, storage, control processing unit, CPU, what I call as, which is art of computer, that is CPU, okay, CPU, control processing unit, input devices, output devices like your printer, input like your keyboard, storage. So storage is again hard, so your hard disk. Nowadays the storage talks about cloud, right? Previously we were talking here what we are storing in hard disk, huge computers was there. Now everything is easy because of cloud. We have AWS to store the data, right? So see the beautiful, the computer is growing up. So previously also using storage for, with the database, MySQL, everything comes up. But now it's easy because of the cloud. Because of the cloud. So cloud makes the data storage can be easy. That's for storage, control processing unit. It can do a lot of analysis of entire of whatever the things that you're doing through computers. So input devices, output devices. That's what we learn here. That's what the computer we learn with the first model of your programming principles of programming. So computers with the classification, with the architecture, with the basics of C programming that we learn in what you call as first module or the first object that is going to be learned. Second one comes with what you call as a loop structures we're going to learn. We're going to learn a loop structures. Okay, so loop structures. Okay, loops to solve real-time problems. To solve real-time problems. So loops to solve real-time problems. Okay. So loops. So what these loops make? Why we want to learn looping structures? What are the different condition statement that is available? So first of all, see, for example, I will define I is equal to 1. I is equal to 1. Then I is equal to 2. Then I is equal to 3. Then I is equal to 4. Till I is equal to 10. See. So I am writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 like this. You want to go on writing like this. Instead of this, I will use formula. For I is equal to 10. Okay. I is less than or equal to 10. I plus this. Okay. I plus this. What will happen? So start with I. So initially I is equal to 1. Initially I is equal to 1. So afterwards, till run the loop. So I is equal to 1, 1 is less than 10. So print this. Increment I. So I go for 2. So 2 is less than 10. So go for 2. I is equal to 3. So I is equal to, so essentially loop will go on incrementing. So it is I is equal to less than 10. So go for this. So next assign this one. Assign this one. It's go on doing like this. See, using this particular loop, it's really helpful for us. So loop is running with I is less than I is less than I is going to increment. I is going to increment. I is going to increment. So increment very easily, entire this process can be automated using this for loop. Entire process can be automated using this for loop. Okay, this one of the examples why the loop structure is required. Second one is if n is less than 10, print. Okay, print. So what do you call a printf? Okay, printf good. Okay, else. So this I can close it. Essentially, I can close it. So some student may score less than 10 or less than 10 with an 8 or a 5 or a 1. Okay, so less than 10. You see, I given a good. Okay, still some people. So better we do greater than 10. Okay, greater than 10, so that we can print as a good itself. Because less than 10, it is not a good. Okay, that's what I am changing. That is, if n is greater than 10, then print as a good. If less than 10, if it is less than 10, what on the bit? Else I need to print. Bad. I need to print bad. Okay. So this is what easily done by with the if-else statements. So design for is go for I is equal to 1, I is equal to 2, I is equal to 3. I am going to repeat this process. This if-else. So if this condition was else, print this one. Or if a student scores, this one, for example, if student scores 7.5 FCD, if student scores between 6.5 to 7.5 first class, else if, so see this, else if student score between 5.5 to 6.5, print as what you call as second class, like this. So that can be done very easily in else if statements. Okay, so everything comes with the loops. So loops makes it easy to design this entire, repeating the process can be easily done with a single loop. And you can ask a condition of different questions using if else. If you want to repeat the entire process, you can use while. Okay, so while, do while, if statements, for loops, everything comes with loops to solve real-time problems. So loops can be very easily helpful for us to solve real-time problems that comes with using this particular if condition. For example, I want to print a grade of students. So grade of students. If students score this much, I call them FCD. If students score this much, I call them as what you call as first class. Like this, I can put a conditions and I can print a result. That is also possible through what you call as loops. Okay, that is possible by loops. So switch statement again, instead of else if, we can use switch statement also. The all things is that we learn in this particular second objective, that is going to loops to be learned. Loops to be learned for repeating your analysis of a things is to solve a real-time problem. So it is going to be our next second objective. Okay, so third one. Third one comes with functions. Arrays, strings, then pointers. Comes with functions, arrays, string, and what you call as pointers. So functions, arrays, strings, and pointers. So this is what third objective is going to be learned in C programming to define, and also with structures. Okay. So So these are the things that is going to learn again for to solve various problems. There is functions, especially to avoid the repetitive lines that we are going to be used. Write a function for that, and you can reduce this much line to a small number of lines using functions. Arrays to define multiple values in single variable, that's done with the arrays. To define characters, we require strings, and to learn address of other variable, to learn with the pointers. To define the entire arrays, to entire structure of a particular student or a employee, that comes with a structure. So this is what we learn. This is what we learn in what we call as C programming. This all is help us to make us C programming very easier to solve various problems. Even mathematical problems, especially mathematical problems, can be solved using these particular functions, arrays, what we call strings, pointers, structures. Okay, so we'll write small example for this so that we can understand why, what does it mean, why it is required, and how it works. This can be done. Okay, the first one I'll write with what we call as functions, then I'll discuss with arrays, then I'll discuss the strings, pointers, and structures. Okay, so as I told, functions, arrays, strings, pointers, structure, that is going to be more useful to solve various various applications, real-time applications, real-time applications that is going to be solved. The first one is, as I told, the functions. So why functions? So we use a lot of functions, especially in Python. We use a lot of functions, and especially with this user-defined function is going to define for various things. Even we use built-in functions also. Okay, most of the time we enjoy built-in function. That's what we are taught towards programming. So C programming makes us to learn programming, but nowadays we use a lot of functions that we actually are spoiling ourselves by using the functions. Because using which is the functions are already available, just enjoying that function without learning. Okay, because for example, to learn principal component analysis is a PCA. So to understand PCA, we require the answers to be learn how this eigenvalues, eigenvectors works. But unfortunately, use function called PCA and just run using without having knowledge of PCA itself. So that's a problem we are facing in functions because of available. But in C programming, we write a lot of user-defined functions. It's really helpful to reduce the code and repeated tenses that is possible to avoid. So for example, this code can be repeated using entire code, making this to line, make huge programming, number of lines with repeated lines that is going to repeat it. That can be avoided using functions. The functions. Okay. Here I written small one of the function. This portion of tenses that comes with an integer, sum, int a, int b. So I'm taking two variables and passing the parameters that is with a and b. So returning a plus b. So I'm making sum of what are the given integer values you give. It is going to be added and return the sum value. Further return a function, a small function that is integer, sum, int a, comma, int b. So return a plus b. Okay. So here I am using main function as a part of C programming. So main function add is equal to sum of 10, 30. So sum of 10, 30 and returning the add with adding 10 plus 30, that is 40. So directly I am using one function directly with the function here, that is comes with addition to the main function. I am using user defined function, that is sum of 10, 30, it is goes here. So when call this function called sum, so sum will go for here, add a plus b and return this a plus b to here. So return, I can print as a add, you can print off with a call as add. So if you print the add, it will come 10 plus 30, that is 40, through using the function called sum. So sum is going to be add this one. Okay, so 10 plus 40 comes with a function that is going to be written with a sum as a function, written with a plus b, using the main function, that is with the sum is user defined function, that is 10, 30 is going to be added and written with what you call as 40, will get the total sum of 10 plus 30 is 40, that is going to be printed. Okay, so this is what the functions talks about. This is what easy. So I define one function, but in your syllabus we learn user defined function with a lot of way of writing the functions for addition, deletion, addition, multiplication, not deletion. It's a multiplication that is going to be defined. You can do any number of functions like this, especially for prime numbers we're going to print. So all this possible using what you call as functions. Okay. Then we have what you call as arrays. So as I told, multiple values can be defined as a single, multiple values can be defined as a single variable, that is my numbers. So my numbers contain 25, 50, 75, 100. See, the 4 values are stored in my numbers. So here I am storing this with a like 0. So 0 contain 25, 1 contain 50, 2 contain 75, 3 contain 100. So like this we are going to store. See, all these 4 values can be stored with a one number, that is my numbers. So my number storing 25, 50, 75, 100. So just I am printing that one. For I is equal to 0, I is less than 4, because of this 4 values, I go on I increment, print this my numbers with the I. So I am printing this 25, 50, 75, 100. So my numbers is arrays that contain what you call as 25, 50, 75, 100, printing this all these values with the my numbers defined with the I. So I contain from 1 to 4. So this is what they are going to be arrays. So here the objective is these 4 numbers can be defined with a single variable, that is with the help of arrays. With the help of arrays. Okay. So like this I am going to define the strings. So strings as define character with greetings. I am defining the strings with a character, because of as integer define integer values, float define float values. Like that I define the characters with a char. So char greetings. So I am printing hello world. I am printing this hello world, storing greetings. So here with the array, you can see with the array. Okay. So hello world. So character defines the greetings. So hello world, that is going to be printed. So I am printing with the C, here D, because of integer, because of this character, I am going to C. So greetings of 0. So greetings of 0 means H will be printed here. If I give 1 with a looping, it prints entire hello world. Okay. That is possible, what you call as through strings. Like this we can define, can compute, we can total number of strings, data is entire available in entire notepad that can be counted. We can replace the strings. Okay, everything is possible with the various string operations. Okay, so like that, the pointer as I told, so pointer defines address of another variable. Pointer defines address of another variable, that is main. So integer var, I am defining one of the, as a constant value at 10. So I am defining a pointer, assigning the address to the pointer. Assigning the address to the pointer. That is possible in what you call as pointer. So it defines address of other variable, that is define the address of this variable with a pointer. So it prints, the PTR prints the address of another variable, that is called var. Okay, that is what the pointer defines. Like the structure defines the structure of student, for example, roll number of the student, name of the student, age of the student. That can be defined structure, and in main function you can call it structure and display the student information of a particular student. Like that you can print 100 number of students using structure of information of name, USN and age. Okay, that is also possible using structures. So like this we are going to talk about various things of what C provides in the first programming that provides as a first year BE concern. Okay, so it is more required. As I told, as I simply come up with the simple examples I given, but we have a lot of examples which comes with a particular syllabus content. Okay, so it's very easy to learn because of the variable resources are available. Okay, in our college we have like recording videos of each and every module by various faculties. So everybody comes with different examples that if you miss any classes, it's easy to do analyze, learn using our YouTube videos. Okay, especially our faculties have done wonderful videos for especially module 1, module 2, module 3, module 4, module 5. Really, it's easy to understand, easy to grasp easy examples very easily from our faculty various models which faculty discuss in various of video or various model of videos. Okay, so as I told, it's a simple, starts with the C programming, computer, what is computer, C programming, then comes with what we call as loops, functions, pointers, strings, structure, arrays, all this helpful for us to make C programming more stronger. If you learn all this, it's easy to come with a Python. If I ask Python to write some program, just change the syntax and go on to do. For example, for loop I put here. But for loop what I use here for printing arrays, if you go for Python, just small syntax will be changed. Same process will be repeated. Okay? So if you know the C, it's easy to write Python again. Okay? So this is possible what is called using C programming. Okay? Hope I give you a small introduction towards C program. Okay? So hope little bit what I give an introduction for you to understand, and for all the, especially the computer science with the programming, non-circuit branches without programming is what you call as to C programming makers to understand all this circuit or non-circuit branches very easily. Okay, so C program makers to build all the programming languages, to understand all the programming languages. The C program is a boss for that. Okay, so thank you one and all.